Will Miles Morales and Aaron Davis, aka the Prowler, play some sort of part in Spider-Man Far From Home? Let's talk about this and what if, and maybe why they shouldn't do it just yet. So no one is going to argue that Miles Morales has really hit mainstream popularity harder than he ever has before. Into the Spider-Verse, Oscar, yeah. Miles Morales, clearly a character that's coming to live action soon. How soon? That's relative. 10 years, 15 years? That's still soon, considering a character is literally from this decade. So, he's still fresh, but he's making waves. At the same time, Spider-Man Homecoming introduced Aaron Davis, his uncle, the Prowler. And a lot of people are wondering if, in Far From Home, when he's back in New York, or when he starts out in New York, I guess, could there be some sort of hint towards what happened with Aaron Davis? Did he become the Prowler during that time? Was he exploiting people's weakness and committing crimes? How hard was the world affected, specifically New York? And are they going to play up with that? And honestly, a lot of people are speculating that maybe somewhere in the film we could finally see Miles Morales. What if he wasn't snapped? So he had time to grow. So now you're looking at maybe a 12-year-old Miles Morales and a 16, 17-year-old Peter Parker. That's certainly an interesting angle at it, because the age discrepancy there isn't that far off now, right? Where in Homecoming, he says his little nephew, so we're probably guessing he was maybe 5, 6, maybe 7 tops, which would make a lot of sense. But to me personally, I get why people would want it, but let me just put it this way. We still don't really know who Peter Parker is, right? He's had one film and like 3 other appearances. And they're small cameos, right? They're not extensive roles that flesh out his character more in the MCU. So throwing Miles in there would do more or less more disservice to Peter Parker and the MCU version of Spider-Man than anything before. Miles maybe getting introduced in the 3rd movie would make sense to me. But in a 2nd movie where Peter literally just gets his footing and now he's going to come back and he's realized, oh, I got to be Spider-Man, right? The world needs a Spider-Man. Then, hey, here's another Spider-Man. That feels a little too rushed for me personally. But down the road, I've been saying since the beginning, I want Miles in the MCU and I think it's going to happen. But it's a little too soon. What do you guys think about this? Do you want Miles Morales to appear in Far From Home in any way, shape, or form? I wouldn't mind a little mention of him if Aaron Davis shows up again, but no on-screen appearance, please, not yet.